All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end. I want to be sure that we always have at least a couple of guys getting up court, ready to receive the outlet pass and get an easy bucket on the break. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for the dude. 12 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Well, being smart is what it's all about for him, Clark. I mean, he's a decision maker. He's a playmaker. He has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's the dude, and it's Valentine in at the 1. Here's the dude. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Take a look at the Pistons, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Washington, just way behind.
Well, you know, I think for Detroit, they've done it again this season. Established themselves as one of the league's elite teams.
And, you know, that's really the mark of a great franchise, Clark, when you can do it over and over again, particularly when the expectations are high because the pressure's on, and all you can do is continue to work and compete and try to perform at the same level you've been at, and that's exactly what this team's doing.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. From down in the low post, it goes. He has 6.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's the dude to the wing on the left. Fades and shoots. And yes, sir, that one drops. The dude's got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down to the last few minutes the way it looks.
There's the dish to Mills. Slaughter passes to Bowen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half. I'm not sure why he's fading away. He could have gone straight up for that shot. He would have had a better chance of making it.
And so it's Washington with it after the miss from Chan.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just 1 make in their 5 attempts.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Really high quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And that one's good.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third.
Hey guys, we got to make sure we take away all easy looks. That means we have to stick with our man. I don't care if it's on the strong side or the weak side. No helps on drives.
The Pistons making a change here. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. And you look at the dude, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
There's no doubt he's one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. We're putting up big numbers from the wing.
Yeah, that's where he likes to operate, but he can hurt you from anywhere, Steve. I mean, his numbers come from all over the place, and he's a very sophisticated offensive player with how he goes about his game.
Here's Mills. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to Slaughter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
The past few weeks, let's see how Washington stacks up. Tops in scoring, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they're number 2 shooting from the stripe. I'd say they've taken advantage of the charity at the free throw line.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition. Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Stuckey drives inside and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Pistons have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That's good from Chan. Well, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pile.
Both free throws good from Chan. Wizards trail by 4. Beal the pass to Bowen. A baseline J, and put it on the basket. Book it. 13 points in the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. They set the pick. Feeds it to Stuckey. Pass to Wolf. Buries the easy one. And the Pistons lead by 4. Washington's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now Mills, looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes it to Beal. Clock at 4. Inside. Boom. And the rejection by Chan. Valentine covered by Mills. And there's the call on Washington with the foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 50 left in the third. Lets it go from 11. No good from Chan.
Boy, that's a shocking miss. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor, and the defense was nowhere to be found.
Davidson passes to Sims. Shot off the pick. Barton, no luck.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Here's Chan. Cannot hit. Now the Wizards take it the other way. 1:07 left in the third. It's rebounded by Chan. Detroit leading by 4. Gray kicks to Mahinmi. The pass to Chan. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
There's a screen by Gortat. Davidson passes to Gortat. Kicks it to Barton. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Will Barton. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Barton. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the dude. He's got 22. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ray's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
There's a screen by Gortat. To the left wing. Here's Davidson on the mark with the 15-footer. He's got 5.
Assistant. Number 17.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wolf. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pistons lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.